Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to PCTV's coverage of Portage Central boys basketball on the Portage Central YouTube channel. Today, the 3-8 Portage Central Mustangs take on the 8-4 Marshall Redhawks. I'm Erin Brannstrom here with Sloan, Kann, and we'll be covering the thrilling action for this evening. Sloan, before we start, give us a quick rundown.
Well, Erin, the Mustangs are coming into this one with a loss after not playing a game since the 24th against Lakeview with a score of 63-51, while the Redhawks are coming into this one with a win against Harper Creek with a score of 60-51. Now, this is a non-conference game, so there isn't a whole lot at stake for this matchup, but let's see if the Mustangs can scrap out a win and make the record 4-8, or if the Redhawks can add on to their game with a 4-game winning streak tonight.
And tonight, as we get closer here to tip off, here are your starting lineups for starting off with the Redhawks. We have number 1, Elliot Dodds, number 5, Xavier Russ, number 12, Josh Pugh, number 20, just Austin Miller, and number 25, Austin Burns. And for the Portage Central Mustangs, we have number 4, Noah Swope, 20, Alex Beechnaw, number 23, Zach Stewart, number 24, Nathan Long, and number 30, Alex Kiesling. And for the tip-off, it looks like we have a match-off of number 2 for the Redhawks. Excuse me, that looks like it's number 2, Erin Maxwell, and number 20, Alex Beechnaw. And that will be the Redhawks ball, as we have Josh Pugh dribbling it up the ball, Noah Swope there on defense, and right off from the bat you can hear the Mustang bench yelling D up, trying to cheer on their teammates to have some good defense here, as the ball goes to number 12 and to number 25 in the corner there, Austin Burns with a 2, as Noah Swope dribbles it up the court to Stewart, over to Long, and to Beechnaw in the corner there. Looks to fake it to Stewart. Dribbles it over and passes to Swope into Kiesling in the middle of the key there. Over to Beechnaw, and it looks like travel is called out there on Beechnaw. As it looks like we have a press here starting off the game. And we have Alex Kiesling with a steal there. Over to Swope. Dribbles it in for a jumper, but can't get it there, and passes over to Stewart. Just bounces right off the glass there, as we have Kiesling fighting for the rebound, and it misses the side of the rim. Xavier Russ over to Josh Pugh, as he gets his own rebound there to score an easy 2 points. And just like the Mustangs there, the Redhawks are also having a press here, as we have a foul called there on Xavier Russ with a push. As Long inbounds it to Swope. As you see there, the ref is starting to count. Over to Beechnaw, as he looks to pass it to a teammate there. Dribbles it in for a jumper with 2 points. First 2 points of the evening for the Mustangs and for Beechnaw himself. As we have a steal there, Kiesling gets that one as it's on the ground, but then it shuffles into the hands of Austin Miller. Back up to the top to Josh Pugh. And at the table there, it looks like we have Gavin Gruder for the Mustangs checking in. As that one is thrown out of bounds by Austin Miller, Mustang ball. And for the Redhawks, we also have Elliot Dodds, a junior, checking in for number 5, Xavier Russ. Long inbounds the ball to Swope. As a screen is placed there for Swope. dribbles it in, over to the corner to Long, passes it back to Swope, looks to shoot, but he cannot get it, and it's scuffled there by the Redhawks as it lays into the hands of Elliot Dodds. Over to Josh Pugh, makes a nice pass there to number 2, Erin Maxwell, for an easy 2-point jumper there. Swope dribbles it up the court, over to Stewart for a little handoff, to Gruder, to Beechnaw, passes it back to Stewart, as he gets double teamed there, to Long for a jumper as it does not get in. And this is Nate Long's first game back as Noah Swope gets a pass as he tries to get defended and makes an easy 2 points there. As I was saying earlier, this is Nate Long's first game back after being injured. Over to Pugh for a jumper, and it is no good. Stewart with a rebound. Dribbles the ball up himself. Over to Beechnaw. And back over to Swope. Back to Beechnaw. To Gruder as they look to run a play here. Beechnaw falls to the ground there as I believe that a pick was scored. Over to Stewart as he goes for a jumper, but it is no good. Into the hands of Pugh. Over to Maxwell for an easy 2 points. As Long inbounds the ball, we have a little bit of a press going on here as Beechnaw dribbles it up the court. Back over to Swope as Long sets a screen as a handoff to Beechnaw. He makes a shot fake over to Gruder. Back to Beechnaw for a nice pass there. Goes for a jumper, but is just a little bit too hard off the glass there. And Pugh with the rebound. Over to Miller. It's a little scuffle there. And Dodds gets the rebound. And looks like a foul is going to be called there on Gruder as he tried to steal the ball, but ended up hitting number 25, Austin Burns, instead. As Peyton Porter checks in for his first minutes of the evening. Checks in there for Stewart. Over to Dodds in the corner. Goes for a three, but it is too short. Number 25 with the rebound. Goes for it. And Porter gets it himself. Over to Nate Long for a three, as it is good! 3 points for Nate Long, making it his debut back to the game after being injured. As we have a score of 8-7 with the Redhawks leading, as they have a great press here. Almost got that one. It's Porter with the rebound again, and a foul is called. I believe that one will be on number 2 for the Redhawks, Erin Maxwell. As he is taken out with Aiden Noel checking in. And it looks like the Redhawks press has gone away as they are sitting back on the other side of the half. As Swope dribbles it up the court. Passes it off to Porter. Over to Gruder. Over to Long for a fake away there. But it lands in the hands of Pugh as he has nobody there to help him up, and he takes the layup as it is good. Already 4 points for Pugh tonight. So it looks like we have Kiesling checking in there at the table. Swope over to Beechnaw, to Porter, and over to Gruder, back to Swope. So he tries to set a screen, but it doesn't look like he takes it there. A nice pass over to Long as he shoots for a three, and it is good! 6 points for Nate Long tonight. Back-to-back threes for the senior. As the Mustangs continue their press, looks like we also have Ben Johnson there. And that was a success for the Mustang press as it took them 10 seconds, excuse me. Kiesling inbounds the ball over to Swope. To Porter. Back over to Gruder. Back over to Porter for a jumper with 2 points for the sophomore. And the Mustangs with defense as Alex Kiesling gets that one. Over to Swope. Back over to Porter for a 3, as it is no good. As it lands into the hands of Dodds, excuse me. Over to Burns and to Aiden Noel. Back over to Burns and over to Lewis. Back to Burns and a Noel for a jumper as he gets his own rebound, but he cannot land it in there. And a foul is called on the Mustangs. We will be shooting 2. And that was a foul on Swope, as that is his first of the evening. As Pugh banks that one, he will have 5 points on the night, looking to get number 6 here. Looks like we have a couple of people checking in here. We have Erin Maxwell checking in, as well as Xavier Russ. And for the Mustangs, we have Evan Erb checking in. And looks like we have a little bit of a discussion there with the refs, as from my viewpoint, it looked like Xavier Russ, number 5 there, stepped into the key before Pugh shot that one. As Pugh makes that one for his 6th point of the evening. 34 seconds here left in the first quarter as Noah Swope dribbles it up the court. Over to Erb. To Ben Johnson there, the freshman. Almost loses the ball there, but he dribbles past it for a 3. It is no good, as it a little bit too long there, as Pugh gets the rebound. As he tries to shoot it, Swope gets that one and passes it into the hands of Ben Johnson, but it looks like he will get a foul there called on him. Oh, excuse me, that was a foul on the Red Hawks, Xavier Ross. That is his 2nd for the night, as he gets checked in for number 20, Austin Miller. Swope dribbles it up the court with 10 seconds left. Goes to shoot for the 3, as it is brushed off by 20, Austin Miller. That will be out of bounds on the Mustangs. And we'll see if the Red Hawks can get a point here in the last 3 seconds. Into Pugh. And that will be no good. That is the end of the first half. And we have a tie ball game here. For scores, we have Pugh with 6, getting half of the points for his team this evening, and Long with 6 as well, having half of his points for the team. We will be back after this short break. And welcome back, as we have Erb passing in the ball to Porter. passes it over to Beechnaw for a three, as it is good. That is his 5th point of the evening, giving the Mustangs a 3-point lead as we are tied there after the half. Mustangs continue their press as it worked there for the last quarter there, as the Redhawks weren't able to get the ball across the court. We have Austin Miller shooting for a three, but it lands in the hands of Beechnaw. Over to Porter and over to Kiesling for a jumper as it just whirls around the rim there, and a foul is called. Looks like that's a foul on number 10, Evan Erb. As Nate Long checks in here for the Mustangs, he has 6 points for the evening with 2 threes. Mustangs continue their press. The Redhawks are able to get it past in time. Alex Beechnaw with the rebound again. Over to Porter. As he dribbles it up the court, looks to make a layup, but it passes over to Beechnaw as it just banks out of the rim there. Passes it to Landon Lewis as he gets an easy layup there, making the score 15-14, 1 point difference here. As Porter has the ball, as the ref starts counting. Over to Beechnaw. Back over to Beechnaw. Up to Ben Johnson at the top for a three, as it is a little bit short. Evan Erb tries to inbound that, or rebound that one, but it lands in the hands of the Redhawks, as Austin Miller gets 2 points there, as his first 2 points of the evening. Porter over to Beechnaw, to Johnson, and to Erb in the corner. Back up to Ben Johnson, the freshman. Over to Long, back to Porter. So he looks to pass it there, but there's a little bit of confusion there in the play, and it gets out of bounds. Redhawks ball. And for the Mustangs, we have number 22, Tyler Lynch, checking in to make his first minutes of the evening, as Pugh dribbles it up the ball for the Redhawks. And we had Dodds pass it to Pugh as he looks to pass it to a teammate there, but drills it right into the padding on the wall. As Porter dribbles it up the court, and we have a double team there, looking to get the ball in it whatever way they can. Over to Long, to Lynch in the corner, back up to Long. Looks like the Redhawks are having some great double teaming here, great defense. Beechnaw back over to Long in the corner for a three, as it is no good. Pugh dribbles it up the court. Over to Maxwell as he looks to shoot there. And Porter almost gets the rebound on that one. Back into the hands of Pugh. He goes for a jumper, and a foul is called. Looks like that would be a foul on number 10, Evan Erb. As that basket will be good, and he will be shooting one. Pugh has 8 points of the evening as he just scored those 2 points, looking to make it his 9th. And he makes it. Rebounded by Miller. Passes it over to Pugh. And a Dotson there. Into the hands of Miller, with Beechnaw for the rebound. Dribbles it up the court for the Mustangs. And there will be a kick there called, as Austin Miller almost got the steal there. No Swope looks to inbound the ball to a teammate, but it hits the hand of a Redhawk, but Tyler Lynch saves it there. back into the hands of Swope. Over to Beechnaw. And to Long as he looks to pass it to Swope as he's not open. Beechnaw for a 3 as it is good. Beechnaw's 8th point of the evening as we have a score of 18-19 with the Red Hawks leading. 1 point difference still. This is a great game here, folks. That'll be an easy 2 points for Erin Maxwell. Red Hawks really executed that playing offense there on when Mustangs had the press. As Beechnaw sets a screen for Swope. Has a spin move for an easy 2 points. That will be Swope's 4th point of the night. Over to Miller as he goes to shoot, and it goes behind the backboard. No foul will be called there as it is out of bounds on the Red Hawks. Looks like Miller's a little bit upset there with that decision.
A little air ball.
Long over to Lynch and to Beechnaw. As it lands into the hands of Maxwell. Ooh. It looks like we have behind the back there from Elliot Dodds. As Beechnaw tried to get the rebound as he is knocked to the ground. And that is his first of the night. 14 fouls for both teams. Swope passes it to Long as it just rings around the rim again. Pugh dribbles it up the court. As we have the Mustang bench yelling D up, trying to really help their teammates out there and encourage them to defend great. As Erin Maxwell gets an easy jumper there for his 4th point of the evening. Swope dribbles it in for a layup, and it's good. 6 points for Swope tonight. Mustangs still here with a press. As it bounces right off the glass as Maxwell tries to make a shot there. Swope over to Lynch for a 3 as it just rings around the rim. Over to Maxwell, goes for a layup there, and he gets it. Looks like we have a timeout there called by the Red Hawks. Sloan, what would you say you've seen here tonight, good and bad?
Well, you know, they're playing some great basketball. Nate Long's crushing it first game back. The Red Hawks seem to have some great defense, blocking lots of plays, but it's a close game right now.
Absolutely. We will be back after this short break. Welcome back from that short break there as we have 2 minutes and 6 seconds left of the second quarter, the first half. As Swope dribbles it up the court. Stewart over to Ernest as he checks in for his first minutes of the night. Over to Swope as he looks to go into shoot there, and a foul is called, setting him up at the line, shooting 2. That will be a foul on Aiden Noel, his first of the evening. As we have Swope there at the line, looking to get his 7th and 8th point of the evening. As he misses the first one there. And that one is good. 1 point for Swope, making that his 7th of the night. Mustangs coming off on defense here. No press. As Dodds over to Miller. Back up to the top to Burns. Back over to Dodds. As it lands in the hands of Pugh. As that basket will be good. As that will be his 11th point for the night. Setting him up at the line. Looking for his 12th point of the night. As we have Peyton Porter, the sophomore, checking in. As he makes that one, making it his 12th point of the night. As we have Burns there on defense, looks to get the ball from Porter, but he gets it himself. But it'll be a timeout called for the Mustangs. With 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this half, with a score of 23-28, with the Redhawks leading. We will be back after this short break. Welcome back after that short break. Porter over to Stewart. And over to Erb. Back over to Porter as it lays into the hands of Erb. And Stewart as he looks to get double teamed there. Back over to Erb. Looks to Beachin on the corner for 3. As it'll be no good. A little bit off there on that one. As we have Miller passing it into Pugh. Just under a minute left in this first half. As the Redhawks look to increase their lead. As Noel sets a screen there. Over to Dodd in the corner as Stewart gets the rebound. Over to Porter. Back to Beachnaw. Over to Ernest. Back up to Erb. With a spin move! That was very smooth, but he does not make that one there. 20 seconds left for the Redhawks to try and make one shot left in this first half. Stewart there on defense for Pugh. Pugh looking for a screen as he does not take it and tries to make the shot himself. Passes it over to Miller for a 3 as it is no good. Pugh fights for the rebound, but it lands in the hands of Aiden Noel as he gets the last 2 points of the night. As we have Porter trying to make that one, but it is no good, falling short. We have a score of 30-23 at the end of the half here. We will be back after halftime. And welcome back from halftime. Here are some leading scores for Marshall. We have Maxwell with a score of 6 and Pugh with 12 points. And for the Mustangs, we have Swope with 7 and we have Long with 9. Currently, Marshall leads the Mustangs with a score of 30-23. And welcome back as we have Pugh inbound the ball to Austin Burns, the sophomore. Over to Miller. Over to Xavier Russ. Back into the hands of Burns. Over to Pugh. Back over to Burns as he does not catch that one, and it will be Mustang ball. As Nate Long passes the ball to Swope as he dribbles it up the court. Over to Stewart. And to Beechnaw. Back to Swope in the corner. To Long back up at the top as he goes for a 3. And it is no good. Kiesling trying to get the rebound there, but he is out of bounds when it lands into his hands. Red Hawks ball. Pugh dribbles it up the court as he has a great night here. 12 points. Top scorer for the game so far tonight. As he passes it over to Miller with a handoff to Xavier Russ. Dribbles it in between the legs. Looks to score there, but passes it back to his teammate Austin Miller. Back to Xavier Russ as it lands into the hands of the Mustangs. Swope over to Beecher in the corner for a 3. No good as it was too long. There was a foul there called on Alex Kiesling, as that is his first of the night. As Pugh dribbles it up the court. The screen is set for Pugh, but he does not take it. As we have Austin Miller going for a 3, but it lands in the hands of Zach Stewart. Passes it over to Swope. Handoff to Beechnaw as he goes for a 3, as it is good. That will be 11 points for the night for Beechnaw. As Pugh dribbles it up the court. As Burns gets open there. Back over to Pugh. And over to Erin Maxwell. 2 points there for him, 8 for the night. Swope looking to score in any way he can, but it will be called traveling. As Miller passes it to Pugh, back over to Miller. Back over to Russ, but Nate Long with a steal over to Beach now as he goes in for a jumper. Nate Long tries to get the rebound, but Pugh gets it, passes it to his teammate as it is out of bounds. Too long of a pass there by Pugh. So that will be Mustang ball. Stewart over to Swope as the Redhawks look like they're trying to double team in any way possible to get a stop. Swope over to Stewart, over to Kiesling. Some great passing there as Kiesling gets 2 points. His first 2 of the night. As Burns dribbles it up the court as he gets double teamed, and it is a success for the Mustangs. Beechnaw over to Kiesling, back over to Beechnaw as Swope gets the rebound. Quite the scuffle there as it is Mustang ball. Some great teamwork and some great passing there for the Mustangs. Swope passes the ball to Kiesling. Over to Nate. And Kiesling with the rebound. Great rebounding and boxing out there. Over to Beach now for a 3. As that one is too short, bounces off the rims. It gets into the hands of Long, but there's a little scuffle there as it hands over to Pugh, and there is an injury on the court. Looks like Austin Miller will walk that one off and has Landon Lewis check in for him there, taking a little bit of a breather there. Mustangs coming back from that with a press as the Redhawks easily get it across the court with an easy layup by Austin Burns. His 4th point of the evening, with the Redhawks coming back with the press as well. Into the hands of Swope. Over to Long, and to Stewart, back over to Swope as we have a foul called there on Burns as he tries to get the ball from Swope, landing him with a foul. That will be his first of the evening. Swope inbounds the ball to Kiesling. Looks like the same play they had as last time. Long over to Stewart as he is double teamed there, as it just rings around the rim there. And we had Erin Maxwell there trying to make a layup, and Xavier Russ gets the rebound for an easy 2 points for himself, getting him his first 2 points of the evening. And we have a charge called there on Noah Swope. Pugh getting real excited there and super jolted. As that will land a foul for Swope. That will be his 3rd, as we have Ben Johnson checking in for him. Over to Xavier Russ. Goes for a 3 as it lands in the hands of Ben Johnson, the freshman. Over to Beach now. As there's a foul there on Kiesling, making that an easy turnover in favor of the Redhawks there. The Mustangs try and get a little bit of defense there for a press as they double team. And Johnson with the steal, but it lands in the hands of Beach now as he gets a foul called on him by number 22, Landon Lewis. Looks like that will be his first foul of the night, as Beach now will be at the line looking to shoot his 12th and 13th point of the night. As that one is good, getting him his 12th point. As we have Evan Erb checking in here for the Mustangs for Kiesling. And that one is good as well, making it his 13th point. Back here with a Mustang press. But it looks like the Redhawks will get that one across the court in enough time. Over Maxwell. Over to Russ. As a pass over there to Burns. So Maxwell shoots, tries to get the rebound. For a little scuffle there on the floor, as it will be a jump ball and Mustang ball on that one. As we have Elliot Dodds checking in there for Russ. As Ben Johnson, the freshman, dribbles it up the court. Along with a screen. As we have two Redhawks there checking in. Over to Stewart and back over to Erb. So he looks to make a shot there himself, but a foul will be called. Looks like that will be a foul on Elliot Dodds. Setting Erb up there at the line, looking to make his first 2 points of the night. As that one will be good, getting him his first point of the night. Making it a score of 36-31, still with the Redhawks of a lead. As we have number 20 and number 4 checking in for the Redhawks, that will be Austin Miller and Aiden Noel. And also we have number 2, Peyton Porter, checking in. Porter checking in there for Stewart. As Erb looks to get his second point. And it lands into the hands of Landon Lewis. Passes it over to his teammate Austin Miller. Back into the hands of Lewis. Back over to Miller. Back over to Pugh. The screen will be set as Pugh takes that one himself, as it is too hard off the glass there. Redhawks rebound. Over to Lewis. Back into the hands of Pugh as he takes that one himself again, and a foul is called. Looked like that one will be on Nate Long, and Pugh will be shooting 2. That is Long's first foul of the evening, as Pugh is set up at the line looking to get his 13th and 14th point of the night. Looks like we have Gavin Gruder there checking in for the Mustangs. As Pugh does get his 13th point of the night. As that one is no good, into the hands of Gruder, over to Long and back to Porter. Over to Gruder, back to Beechnaw. Over to Long as he looks to pass it there to Gruder, but he's not open. Over to Beechnaw. Over to Porter. Looks to drive that one in. Dribbles it back up. Over to Long. Back to Porter. He looks to set up a play to try and get some more points to fight back for the lead. Over to Gruder. And to Beechnaw. As the ref starts counting there. As Porter drives in over to the corner for Gruder. He looks to pass it back to a teammate, but it lands into Miller's hands. Over to Pugh for an easy 2 points for him for the night. Pugh with 15 points on the night. Quite the night for Pugh. As Porter dribbles it up the court. Long sets a screen. As Porter drives that one in there, as it is no good. Redhawks looking to pass it down to Miller. That one is blocked there, and a foul will be called on Porter. That will be his first foul of the night. Austin Miller there at the line looking for his fourth point of the night. As that one banks right out of there. Looks like we have Gabe Johnson there checking in at the table as Miller gets his 3rd point of the night. Gabe Johnson checking in for Beach now as Porter dribbles it up the court. We have a 10-point difference here with a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Gabe Johnson over to Erb. Back over to Porter. Over to Long at the top. Passes it into Gabe Johnson as he looks to shoot it there, but a foul will be called, setting him up at the line as he makes his attempt at making his first and second point of the night. As that would be a foul on Elliot Dodds. That'll be his third of the night. As the Red Hawks send someone at the table. And Gabe misses that first one. Still looking to make his first point of the night. As Gabe makes his first point of the night, cutting the lead of the Red Hawks to 9. Over to Q there in the middle. So it looks like Miller was double teamed there. Back to number 23 as he goes for a 3, but it is too long of a shot. With the rebound over to Porter. Passes it to his teammate Gruder there. To Long. He looks to drive in, and he does, and he makes it as well. As we have a score of 41-34 with 10 seconds left in the quarter. Q over to Dodds as he looks to shoot there. As it lands in the hands of Erb. And to Gruder as he looks to shoot it. As it'll be a little bit off there. That's the end of the third quarter with a score of 41-34. Sloan, what do you think that the Mustangs have to do in order to somehow get a lead here?
You know, I think that they really just need to work hard, work on the defense, and hopefully they can pull out a win at the end.
Absolutely, a little bit more teamwork on passes here, a little bit more steals, and I think they can execute it. We'll be back after this short break. And welcome back, as that will be a Red Hawk ball. As Pugh dribbles it up the court, Gabe Johnson there playing defense. As the screen will be set, Erin Maxwell with the screen. Pugh back over to Maxwell, but it gets into the hands of Swope. Looking to run a play there. As he passes it to Gruder. Looks to pass it to Johnson there in the corner, but it lands in the hands of Swope as Long shoots for a 3, and it is good! Nate Long's third 3 for the night. Q over to Dodds as the Mustangs try and get that one. Almost do, but it lands in the hands of Xavier Russ as he makes an easy 2 points there. Swope dribbles it up the court. Looks to take it himself, but it is no good. So we have Kiesling fighting for the rebound, and it lands in the hands of Gruder. Back to Swope for an easy 2 point. Great teamwork there by Kiesling, Gruder, and Swope. Hugh dribbles it up the court. Over to Russ. Back up to the top into the hands of Maxwell. Over to Xavier Russ. And over to Miller. Back to Pugh. As he takes that one himself for a jumper as it is no good. Gets his own rebound though and makes up for it with 2 points. That will be his 17th point of the night. Excellent night here by Pugh so far. Over to Gabe Johnson in the corner for a 3. As it just rings around the rim. lands into the hands of Pugh. As he takes an easy layup there. 19 points by Pugh tonight. As the Red Hawks successfully press against the Mustangs. As we have a layup there missed by Maxwell into the hands of Kiesling over to Swope as they double team here, looking to press and stop the Mustangs. As Swope easily dribbles past that press over to Gruder in the corner for a three. No good as it just hits the net there. Too short. As Austin Miller takes that one up the court himself as we have Beach now checking in at the table. As we have Xavier and Russ take that one himself. No foul called. Gruder gets the rebound over to Swope. And an easy steal there by Erin Maxwell. Gabe Johnson with a hit there. Over to, in the hands of Kiesling and to Swope. Passes it over to Gabe Johnson for 2 points. Again, great teamwork there, cutting the lead of the Redhawks to 6 points. So we have a couple more people that are checking in at the table. Looks like for the Redhawks we have Austin Burns. Pugh takes that one up, but it will be a foul called there on Gruder. We also have Zach Stewart and Evan Erb checking in for the Mustangs as well. That will be Gruder's second foul of the night. And that will be a timeout for Portage Central. We will be back after this short break. And welcome back. That will be a Red Hawk ball as Pugh inbounds that ball to Erin Maxwell. Over to Aiden Noel. Back up to the top to Elliot Dodds. Back up to the top to Noel. Back over to Dodds. Over to Noel as he looks to shoot there, as it is a little bit short. Gets his own rebound though. Passes it over to his teammate Maxwell. Dribbles it in between the legs there. Back up to the top to Pugh. So we have Gabe Johnson defending him. 4 minutes left in the game with a difference of 6 points. Passes it to Burns, over to Pugh. As he looks to pass it, but it hits the net as he passes it into the hands of Beach now. Over to Swope. And over to Stewart. To Johnson and Swope, as it looks like a foul will be called on Austin Burns there. That will be his second foul of the night. As Beach now passes the ball to Gabe Johnson. To Swope and over to Stewart. Back to Beach now. As he looks to shoot a three, as it'll be a little bit short, hitting the rim. As Pugh will take that one himself. Looks to shoot 2 points. As Aiden Noel will get the rebound 2 times, but a foul will be called. That will be a foul on Evan Erb. That will be his third foul of the night. So we have Noel looking to shoot there as he misses that first one. Looking to make his 3rd point of the night. As we have Alex Kiesling, number 30, and number 24, Nate Long, checking in here for the Mustangs. As Noel misses that one as well, as Nate Long easily getting that rebound. Passes it over to Swope. As we have Alex Miller checking there at the table. Over to Kiesling at the top. Back to Stewart. Into Long. So he looks to drive. But it lands into the hands of the Red Hawks. Number 4, Noel. Oh. He takes that one himself. And that one will be a foul on Swope. The crowd doesn't seem too happy about that one. That will be Swope's 4th foul of the night. As Noah looks to shoot his 3rd and 4th again as he gets back up at the line. Mustangs with 8 fouls in this quarter. Excuse me, in this half. So we have Porter checking in. Noel gets that one for his 3rd point for the night. Beach now passes it to Porter. Porter to Beach now. Over to Stewart. And DeLong as he looks to pass it to Beach now, but it lands into the hands of Erin Maxwell. Over at Pugh. This looks at Austin Miller looks to shoot a 3 there, but it lands into the hands of the Mustangs. Stewart passes over to Porter. A little handoff to Beach now. As he drives that one in for an easy 2 points. Making that his 15th point of the night. As the Mustangs set up a press here to try to double team, looking for any way to stop the ball. As Pugh gets a charge called on him. That will be Pugh's 1st foul of the night. It's a great call there for the Mustangs. Looking for any way to get the possession back into their hands. As we have 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes left in this game. Stewart to Kiesling as they double team here. Redhawks really looking to make sure that the Mustangs do not score here. So we have quite the close game with a score of 48-43. Porter over to Long as he goes for a 3, but it is too long.
Nice little pun there, Erin.
You know, that one really wasn't intentional as Nate Long shot that a little bit too long there. Thanks, Sloan.
Came naturally, I guess.
I guess. That ball will be out of bounds on the Redhawks as Beach now passes that into Long. Over to Stewart. Long makes an easy 2 points there. 16 points for Long on the night, cutting the lead of the Redhawks to only 3 points. The Mustang energy is absolutely radiant through this room right now, looking in any way possible to make this game into a win. As Pugh doesn't make that one as Alex Kiesling gets the rebound over to Beach now. Kiesling with some great rebounds here for the night as Noah Swope checks in for the last minute of this game. Porter over to Beach now to Long. Over to Kiesling. 45 seconds left of the game. Porter over to Beach now to Stewart. Over to Beach now. He goes for a jumper. As that one will be going no good. Kiesling almost gets that one as it lands in the hands of Pugh. Over to Austin Burns for an easy 2 points. As we have a 5-point difference here. Sloan, if you are the Mustangs, what are you trying to do in this timeout?
Make the best play that you can to block their shot, steal the ball, and try and make their own.
Absolutely. We will be back after the short break. Welcome back as we have 28.6 seconds left here as the Mustangs are trying to at least score 5 points. So we have the Red Hawks having a press here. Long over to Swope as Swope easily dribbles it across the court. Goes in for a jumper as he gets 2 points there! Cuts the lead to 3 points as we have 21.5 seconds left here of the night. We have Swope having 11 points for the night.
A real rich flex, if I don't say.
All right, we'll be back over to this short break. And welcome back. So we have 21.5 seconds left in this game with a difference of 3 points. So we have the Red Hawks passing to Pugh, and a foul will be called there on Stewart. Pugh doing really well here with points as he already has 19 for the night, looking to get his 20th and 21st, trying to cut the lead so that it won't be able to become a win for the Mustangs. As he makes that first one, giving him another opportunity to score some more. We have 20 seconds left here in this game. Spew misses that one, and Long with the rebound, over to Swope. And to Beach now, for a 3! As it just rings around the rim, quite a few of those tonight. As Long shoots that back up, but it lands into the hands of the Red Hawks, and a foul is called. The Mustangs trying to get in any way possible that they can some points. That's a foul on Alex Kiesling, the junior. That is his 3rd point of the night. As that is the Mustangs' 10th foul of the night, giving Austin Miller 2 opportunities to score some more, as he does, making that his 4th point of the night. As that one hits the back of the backboard, and another foul will be called as the Mustangs try and get that rebound there. There'll be another foul on Alex Kiesling, looking in any way possible to get that possession back. That'll be his 4th of the night with 5 seconds left in the game. That one just hits the back of the rim, bouncing right back to Austin Burns, the sophomore, as he looks to shoot his 2nd one, trying to make the score 53-47. Long gets the rebound over to Swope. He goes in for a layup, getting 2 points. And unfortunately not the lead, as the end of the game score will be 52-49.
Real close game. Nice effort, though.
Thank you for tuning in to this exclusive coverage of Mustang boys basketball on the Portage Central YouTube channel, powered by PCTV. Next week, the Portage Central Mustangs will take on the Matawan Wildcats away and the Battle Creek Central Bearcats here at home. For me and my partner,
Sloan Kann.
and I'm Erin Brannstrom, signing off.